How's it going, everyone? It is Prashan here, and we have tons of new variants dropping this week in Marvel Snap. So this is going to be a longer video than normal. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We have this Hulkbuster by Justin Fields. This is dropping on the 23rd, and it's in a bundle called Unstoppable Object, which is pretty cool. Let's check this out animated. Let's see how this looks animated. And then we'll go over all the bundles tomorrow. My bundle video should come out tomorrow. I think last week I was on vacation. I was at Disney, so I came out a day later. But let's look at this here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like Hulkbuster isn't like meta breaking, but it's a useful card in Snap. And yeah, this one's pretty cool. So let's go into our next card here. We have the Punisher. This one's by Creative House Pocket, and this is in the bundle as well. Punish EXE, like it's a file of some sort, which I think is pretty cool. I'm actually thinking about doing like a Cosmic Ghost Rider lore video, especially since he's going to be in Cosmic Invasion. Be on the lookout for like other Marvel games on my channel I might be testing out. I think Cosmic Invasion might be something I might play live, and I might do some lore stuff with that as well, because a lot of the characters overlap from Snap, Cosmic Invasion, and also Marvel Rivals. So be on the lookout. But this Punisher is pretty menacing. It's pretty cool. Hopefully it's not too expensive, right? Like, I hope it's not expensive. But it's another mech card for your mech arsenal. And then we have Spectrum, another mech here, another bundle. So this is going to be a part of the Punisher bundle, I'm assuming, since it says Punish EXE. And it's also by Creative House Pocket. This one's pretty cool as well. It almost looks like she's wearing like Cerebro on her head, right? Like with the mask. It's like a Cerebro Predator type mix here, which is weird. And then she has some like aux cords just in case she wants to take over that aux cord and play some jams. But yeah, this one's alright. And next here we have tons of chibis coming into the game by Moon Colony. We have the Bruce Banner, Captain Carter, Elixir, Esme, Falcon number 2, Kahori, Luna Snow, Prodigy, Red Hulk, Red Wing, Captain America, and Valentina here. And once you complete 3 or get 3 of these variants, you get a premium mystery variant. Once you complete 6, you get a mystery border, and then 9, you get another mystery border, and then once you complete all 12, you get this cool, strange, Supreme Chibi variant. And this bundle value is actually pretty good. The album value is actually pretty good. It seems like all of these are going to be 700 gold each, which is amazing in my opinion. I think since I'm pretty much rare complete, this should be a free album for me, which I think is pretty awesome. It's just going to take a while since it's so many cards. It's 12 cards here. So it's going to take me a minute to do, but sure, free is me. And let's take a look at some of these. First, here we have this Bruce Banner, and of course, Rare Pull and by Moon Colony. And are you guys a Rian Gonzalez chibi or a Colony chibi fan? Moon Colony has been killing it lately in Marvel Snap. It seems like Marvel Snap has been going to them for a lot of their art lately. And the next here we have is Captain Carter. Category What If? But technically it should be like chibi, right? Why is it in What If? Yeah, should be Rod Gun Chibi. And the next here we have Elixir. This one's pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. Once it comes up, let's see. See if it comes up animated. There we go. There we go. This one's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think this might be my favorite out of all the chibis. Trash card, but I think it's a pretty cool chibi. And then next here we have Esme, all rare, which is pretty good, which is pretty awesome. I think that's a rare win for Marvel Snap. And then next year we have Falcon number 2 with Red Wing here. And then we have Kahori and Luna Snow. This Luna Snow is pretty cool too. I actually do need a Luna Snow. I actually do not have a Luna Snow variant, and I need a Luna Snow variant. And that reminds me too, like I do have a Tiger Division cover with Luna Snow. I believe it is this one that I have by Argerm. I really do need to make a video on all of the variants that I have, like actual physical like comic book covers of, and my doubles I need to give away to you guys. So I need to figure out how to do that. I will eventually, once like I get the channel like running back to where I was like when I was going super crazy. But yeah, like this one's pretty cool. This is my favorite Lunar Snow, to be honest. I should have picked it up when I had the chance, but I didn't. And then next here we have Prodigy. This is a rare as well. Prodigy's an awesome card. Too bad I don't see him as often. Like his ability is like really, really good. Look at that. And then next here we have Red Hulk. This one's by Moon Colony as well. I really want to see this animated. And this one's 700 gold too, rare. So very affordable album, which is pretty cool. And look at that. Is he beating down like a Ultron bot or something? Which is pretty cool. And then next here we have Red Wing. This one's awesome. Red Wing 2 is another like underrated card. I think a sneakily good card. I think any card in Marvel Snap is technically sneakily good if you put it in the right deck, right? But look at that. Look at the animation there. He's so happy. So happy there. And then next here we have Falcon. Sam Wilson. Or Captain America Sam Wilson. Sorry. Gotta put respect on Cap's name here. But look at that. It's a pretty cool chibi too. And then next here we have Doctor Strange. Once you complete the album, you get this Doctor Strange, which is pretty cool too. Or Strange Supreme. Sorry. There's so many different variants in the game now. Strange Supreme. And then we have Valentina here. And then, like, let me know down in the comments, like, which is your favorite variant this week. And then, which should I do, like, a lore video on? I've been doing a lot of shorts. I might end up doing shorts eventually of every single character in Snap. Eventually, I think I will get to that point. I'll probably put everything down in, like, alphabetical order and just, like, release them, like, every day. Or try to, like, knock them out. And then I really want to do a lore video, like a longer one of each character that is coming out in Snap that week. That way you guys get to know them a little bit better. Or if you didn't know them, or if you do know them, maybe I could teach you something else. Because I know Nando Cut used to do them back in the day. So hopefully I could do them justice. I think I need to make them longer, but sometimes I think I found the sweet spot on how long. Let me know down in the comments. Do you want them longer? I could go into other stories. I just don't want to make it too long, or I feel like I'm talking too much. Because when you're doing this by yourself, you feel like you're talking too much, like I feel like now. And then next here we have Warlock. And then if you haven't checked out my lore video on like Warlock, you should check it out. It's pretty cool. He's a very visually stimulating character when you see him in the comic books. And I think Snap should do that as well. And this one's pretty cool. We have our Chibi Cyberpunk Warlock. And it sort of looks like the Cyberpunk Warlock that we have here, right? It looks very similar. And then one is by Moon Colony, Rodgon. Another one's by Dardo Studios. So I wonder if they like talk to each other at all. Like, did they talk? Or did they see? Or is like I don't know, did I ever see this in the comic books? Like, was he ever like this in the comic books? I'd probably have to look this up. That way. And I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of confusion for you guys too whenever this was data mined as well. And then next here we have Moonstone. This is the thumbnail, right? This is gonna be in the bundle. Gravity Breaker. Of course, this is gonna be in the bundle because Look at it. It's a pretty good variant here. Moonstone is a very good card too, in my honest opinion. And we'll talk about her in bundles. I had someone comment last week when I said that the Agamotto bundle was pretty good. And they said it wasn't because you could have gotten it during the season pass, which of course you could have. But if you miss out on some of these cards and you're a new player and you're able to get this card straight up without going through stat packs, I advise you that you should, especially if it's under, if the bundle's under like $50 or under $100. Technically every series 5 card in Marvel Snap is $100 when you look at it, which is insane. It's more than like a AAA game technically. But yeah, awesome card. We'll go over the bundles tomorrow. And then next we have this Clea. This is gonna be in a bundle as well. I knew it. When I saw this variant, I was like, gosh, it's too good to be true. And this one is gonna be in a bundle called Mystic Idol Magic. This one's pretty cool. Clea is a card too. I think it's pretty good, but doesn't get played that often, or you don't see it that often. But it's a card that's like, if you get this on turn 1, she's awesome. But if she's not there on turn 1, then it's bad. And then next here we have Hydra Stomper. And this is going to be in a bundle 2. Punch First Protocol. That's the protocol I live and stand by. Just kidding. This is by Brett Breen. He's one of my favorite artists in Snap. In general, just the way his art is. And then next here we have Gorgon. And Gorgon's like one of those like new cards that we got in the game mode that we're actually getting variants for. Like, you have to think about like E-Tree and all those other cards like we got in like game modes that we probably only have like 1 or 0 variants for. But Gorgon, we've actually been getting a lot of, well, maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe this is the first one that we got from Gorgon. That is crazy. So super rare. So we're finally getting a variant for Gorgon. I swear I don't know. Maybe it's like the Mandela effect where I thought he already had variants in the game. I guess not. So yeah. So we're finally getting a variant for a card that we got in the game mode. And then next here we have Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Super rare. And this is going to be coming out on the 26th. This one's pretty legit. This is another card too. Like, we really don't see that much in a meta where I think it could do some damage, right? Since there's been a lot of like energy cheating, especially since we have like the new Human Torch. You want to have that extra energy, and then sometimes your opponent might not use it, so you could take advantage of that. And I'm surprised that this card didn't come up more when Human Torch came out. And then lastly, we have a Super Scroll variant. A new Super Scroll variant for you hipsters out there. Another Dan Hip variant for you guys. It's been a while since we got in the Dan Hip variant, right? It's been a few weeks. Well, look at that. Super Scroll 2 is a card you don't see that often anymore. Like, I think I might make a video on that too. Like, cards that are really good that you really don't see that often, but you should see more often, right? Because this could win you a game for sure, or turn the tides. So yeah, that is it for this week. Tons of new variants. Comment down below which variant your favorite is, and comment down below which character I should do some lore on. I really love doing those videos. They might not get as many views as my normal or the #1 deck or meta breaking deck videos, or even this video, right? Because we're going over new variants, but it's something I enjoy. And of course, you should do things you should enjoy, right? You shouldn't do it for the money, the fame, and greed. Oh, man. So, till next time, be safe, keep on snapping, and peace.